Hey there everyone, today we are heading into the world of anime to give you the list number 2 of top 10 highly recommended anime with overpowered main characters, so let's dive straight in. Number 10 I Parry Everything. The Kingdom of Clays faces a dire crisis. An assassination attempt has just been made on its own Princess Lindbergh, and its neighboring countries eye the aftermath like starving vultures, plotting the kingdom's downfall. The ensuing conflict will shape the face of the continent for centuries to come, but Nor doesn't have a clue about any of that. Having freshly arrived at the royal capital after over a decade of rigorous, isolated training at his mountain home, he's dead set on achieving his childhood dream of becoming an adventurer, even if the only skills he possesses are useless ones. Sure, he can parry thousands of swords in the span of a single breath, but everybody knows you need more than that if you want to be an adventurer. Our hero's road to making his dream come true will be long and arduous, but if there's one thing Nor's not afraid of, it's some good old-fashioned hard work. Number 9 Loner Life in Another World. High school student Haruka has always been a content loner. One day, he and his class are abruptly transported to another world and given skill points to use when choosing from an assortment of abilities and magical powers. Unfortunately, Haruka arrives last, and he can only use his points on the seemingly impractical abilities the others had no interest in. Although he is on his own again and must adjust to his new life by himself, he much prefers it that way. However, Haruka's peaceful solitude is short-lived. As he runs into some of his classmates, weak to their pleas for help, he ends up sheltering and helping them reunite with the others, but the different cliques struggle to see eye to eye, forcing Haruka to find a way to end the infighting and restore harmony between them to survive the unfamiliar world. Number 8 Mechanical Arms. Long ago, alien lifeforms came to Earth, fusing with people on the planet. Due to their appearance, they were dubbed Mecha-Ude, as when fused, they bore a striking resemblance to mechanized limbs. Through an involuntary partnership, average middle schooler Hikaru Umatsuga works alongside the Mecha-Ude Arma, who is an extremely rare and special existence. To protect Arma, the Resistance Group Arms assigns the dual Mecha-Ude user Aki Murasama to follow him wherever he goes. However, she is also looking for a mysterious snake-type Mecha-Ude wielder, who has put many of her comrades in a critical state. Behind the scenes, an organization known as the Kagami Group is searching for the mythical Trigger Arm, a Mecha-Ude said to grant unlimited power. When Aki's life is threatened by this group, Hikaru must team up with Arma to find the courage to fight back and along the way, learn that his life will never be ordinary again. Number 7 The Magical Revolution. Princess Anisfia, Anis Win Palisha has always dreamed of flying through the sky, even though the people of her kingdom consider it a silly ambition. Also at odds with her goal is the fact that Anis is incapable of using magic despite her noble status. Refusing to give up so easily, she renounces her right to the throne, and focuses on developing magicology by combining various resources with knowledge from her previous life on Earth. Due to Anis' nature, responsibility for the kingdom's future is passed on to her younger brother, Algard. Pushed into a political marriage with Euphilia Magenta, a girl he hardly knows, Algard rebels by spending more time with a commoner girl than his fiancée. After Euphilia tries to intervene, Algard publicly calls off their marriage and denounces his ex-fiancée. As a bully after crashing into the banquet where Algard makes the announcement, Anis rescues Euphilia on the flying broom she is testing. She decides to make Euphilia her assistant, which the other girl reluctantly agrees to. Although their partnership appears random at first, Anis has an ulterior motive for wanting Euphilia's company. Number 6 Welcome to Demon World. 14-year-old Iruma Suzuki has been unfortunate all his life, having to work to earn money for his irresponsible parents despite being underage. One day, he finds out that his parents sold him to the demon Sullivan. However, Iruma's worries about what will become of him are soon relieved, for Sullivan merely wants a grandchild, pampering him and making him attend the demon school Babels. At first, Iruma tries to keep a low profile in fear of his peers discovering that he is human. Unfortunately, this ends up being more difficult than he expected. It turns out that Sullivan himself is the chairman of the school, and everyone expects him to become the next demon king. Iruma immediately finds himself in an outrageous situation when he has to chant a forbidden spell in front of the entire school. With this, Iruma instantly earns a reputation he does not want. Even so, he is bound to be roped into more bizarre circumstances. Number 5 Reborn to Master the Blade. The hero King Inglis, who dedicated his entire life to building his country, is now approaching death. To award him for his honorable achievements, the goddess Alastia appears and grants him one wish. Having never been able to master the blade, Inglis asks to be reincarnated in order to do so. In a blink of an eye, Inglis finds himself born in the far future as a daughter of the Yukas noble family. 6 years later, Inglis is discovered to be runeless, and capable of utilizing the runes that enable the use of magic in this era. She is therefore ineligible to become a knight. However, this fits in well with Inglis' plan. She instead decides to become the squire for her cousin, Raffina Bilford, allowing Inglis to focus on pushing her limits. For Inglis, the challenges this familiar yet different world has to offer are instead opportunities for her to hone her skills, and possibly become an extraordinary squire in the process. Number 4 Healer who was banished from his party. Throughout his youth, unskilled healer Laust was taken advantage of by unscrupulous adventurers. Despite intensive efforts to improve himself, Laust is swindled by the members of Blades of Lightning, the first party that he joins after completing his training. and is eventually banished by its leader Margulis. As the subject of public ridicule, Laust is not hopeful about his future prospects. However, novice adventurer Narcena unexpectedly offers to form a party with him, and he happily accepts. The duo quickly gain fame by conquering uncharted parts of the labyrinth. While there seems to be a reason behind Narcena's hasty proposal, Laust is oblivious to what it could be. Meanwhile, Margulis fails for the second time to slay a poisonous hydra. Even after enlisting the help of elite healer Lyra for the quest, Laust soon finds himself being asked to rejoin Blades of Lightning, but it is not as easy as he imagined to move on from his former comrades in arms despite his new path and current companion. Number 3. The Exclusive Samurai. With its gorgeous landscape and prosperous people, Great Japan is the envy of all other nations, but a serious threat hovers over the country. Mysterious guardians known as Master Samurai are Great Japan's only defense. At the behest of the student council, young samurai Manikira Yagyu arrives at Buo Academic School, run by the Tokugawa shogunate. Here children of warriors are given aristocratic education. Required to run the country, the school is led by the student council president Yoshihiko Tokugawa and his sister Sen, who also happens to be Manikira's childhood friend. Upon arriving at the academy, Manikira finds himself in the midst of a terrible fight. During the chaos, the sky fills with a peculiar white light and a mysterious girl named Jubei Yagyu appears and suddenly kisses Manikira. With his kiss, she awakens an unknown power that protects them. Just who is this girl, and where did she come from? Manikira finds himself entangled in the fate of the country and a threat that will shake Great Japan to its core. He must learn the secret behind the Master Samurai and the kiss that awakened Jubei's power in order to protect his country. Number 2. Wrong way to use healing magic. Ken Usato, an ordinary high schooler, wishes for something fantastical to occur in his unremarkable life. Such an opportunity arrives when he is transported to another world alongside Kazuki Ryusen and Suzune Inakami, two prodigious members of his school's student council. Arriving in Linger Kingdom, the three are deemed to be the heroes tasked with stopping the impending invasion by the Demon Lord's army. However, this is a misunderstanding. Usato was summoned by accident and, unlike his two friends, is not one of the heroes. Despite this disheartening revelation, Usato learns that he has an aptitude for the extremely rare healing magic. This catches the attention of Rose, the intimidating captain of the kingdom's rescue team, who forcibly takes custody of Usato to mold him into a full-fledged healer. As he undergoes grueling training under Rose's supervision, Usato resolves to become capable enough to protect his friends from the dangers of this world. Number 1. Irregular at Magic High School. In the dawn of the 21st century, magic, long thought to be folklore and fairy tales, has become a systematized technology and is taught as a technical skill. In First High School, the institution for magicians, students are segregated into two groups based on their entrance exam scores. Blooms, those who receive high scores, are assigned to the first course, while Weeds are reserved students assigned to the second course. Mahuka Kuku no Reduse follows the siblings, Tatsuya and Miyuki Shiba, who are enrolled in First High School. Upon taking the exam, the prodigious Miyuki is placed in the first course, while Tatsuya is relegated to the second course. Though his practical test scores and status as a Weed show him to be magically inept, he possesses extraordinary technical knowledge, physical combat capabilities, and unique magic techniques, making Tatsuya the irregular at a magical high school. So that's it for the list. Hope you found the video interesting, and if you did, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.